or may not, I'm a full-time professor at Rio Hondo College. And so I would be remiss if I didn't do a little activity with you all. So please go big with me and humor me a little bit, indulge me as we participate in this activity for the first 5 minutes. So there's going to be 2 parts. It's going to be the favorite photo of your year. So I'm going to give you directions. So the first thing will be in a second to take out your phone, and I had someone do this activity with me, and it was so powerful. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed it. So we're going to take out our phone in a second, make a direction, and then we're going to show someone something that we found on our phone from the last couple of months or year. When you take out your cell phones, peruse the photos then. Kind of just take a moment, really just center yourself in the space in the room, and as you go through the photos, find your top photo, or the top 2 if you like, if you need a choice. And then I'm going to ask you to share. So you have 3 minutes. Everyone, take out your phones. Go now, perusing your photos, finding your top 2.
Just take after phones.
Or first.
3 minutes.
All-time favorite photo of last couple months or last year, 2024. And then I'm going to ask you to share in a second. So take another minute. Put some music. Just perusing, finding your all-time favorite photo on your phone from last year. Or 2 if you need 2 choices.
Yeah, 100 photos. That was
Okay, take another 30 seconds. Another 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, second part of the direction. And in the classroom we call that elbow buddy. So someone next to you, find someone next to you, and you're going to introduce yourself, and then share the all-time favorite photo or photos of the year from your phone with your new partner. So introduce yourself, share a photo. The person that has been to the snow most recently goes first. So the person who's been to the snow most recently goes first. Find your partner and have the partner.
Honestly, yes. Nice to meet you. My name is I was like, he's not in the picture, right?
That's all my
Other party, did you get both in?
Yeah.
Take another 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
I'm sure you must feel like you get to enjoy them, especially the ones that are here.
the importance of connecting, right? So thank you so much. Again, give yourself a really big warm hug, mentally for engaging and connecting. And so as I walked around the room, I saw people sharing about their grandbabies, about their service and patriotic Veterans Day events, about going to beautiful places and the memories of vacations in Colorado and other states. Our pets and our loved ones, our fur babies. So everybody on your phone sharing with each other, there was something different. Something different that we valued, something different that we shared, even though there were connections, right? Because there were the values that we held in those photos, and the people that we valued, that we shared, and the animals that we valued, and the trips that we valued. So everybody having something different as we reflect on 2024, and as I did this, looking through the photos in my phone from the last year, I saw a theme emerge. And so really, for me, it was about connecting with many people in this last year and deepening and building more relationships. It's like that proverbial expanding the territory, growing the community of people in my life in this beautiful city that we call home, Mirada. So I would like to have anyone volunteer, if you would be so willing, as you're thinking about perusing through those photos in this last few minutes. Did anyone see a theme emerge they would like to share with us? Or maybe even share your photo, your alternate, or something you learned from someone else. Yes?
I was saying that my favorite photos were very easy to pick because all of my favorite photos were family get-togethers, where we have all our family together. That was hands down my favorite thing.
So again, connecting the people that are most important to you. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
I thought he was going to say selfies. Selfie.
Pastor, you
Not
have
me,
the
of course,
selfies,
not me.
right? Of course, Pastor, the selfies, yes. Hard work emerged in the theme. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And you can see again, right? Reflecting upon our year is so vital and so important to understanding how we have worked so hard. You all are amazing, strong leaders in our community, and I know that this community has poured a lot into me. And so from a little girl, much of my childhood and many of my adolescent summers were spent here in the city of Mirada, and that was important for me to feel heard, to feel safe, to feel empowered. So that is my goal for the vision I have for La Mirada in this new role. Going from cheerleader on the La Mirada football field in the summers to now here I'm in this amazing blessing of a role that you all have entrusted me with as a city council member. So for everyone to live well and for every family to thrive, because that's what I saw as I was going around. People you all were invested in people, in places and things, in their family, and living well. And so we are known as a safe and prosperous city overall. And so for 2025, as we reflect on 2024, let's take those values that emerge, right? Our hard work, our families, the places we visited, and center those. Those are the values of La Mirada. As the values, if you ever looked in any of our buildings or even lining the walls of City Hall, integrity, teamwork, service, openness, diversity, and unity. Those are the values of La Mirada that we've codified. Those are the values that emerge as you are sharing with each other on your phones and reflecting on last year through your photos. So let's start now, more than ever before, this January 2025 with greater passion and impact, with hope for the healing of a new year that begins with what you just all did. Deeper connection to each other, to our community, to the people that we value. So over the last few months, last year in 2024, I've heard many people share their stories, their concerns, and their struggles, their wishes and their desires for a safe and beautiful La Mirada. And those are the stories, the wishes, and the desires that I carry with me as I center decision-making for you all in the city of Mirada. And I know that my fellow council members here share that with me so that we can create, implement, and sustain policies that focus on those values. For me personally, it's 3 important things. Number 1, programming for all. And I think of our K-12 partners, that we focus in on youth, that we focus in on residents with disabilities, and that we focus in on our aging population, right? We have seasoned adults in Mirada, and that's important to make sure everybody has programming. And then number 2, beautiful and safe public spaces, to continue to invest into our parks and public spaces. And number 3, building those relationships with experts like you all. Experts that are in the chamber, experts in business, those who understand the key to connecting and networking people is not just for economic impact, which we have much potential and is so vital here in the city, but also for overall health and wellness of every individual. So I would love to tell you, I would love to learn more about what you all do in the businesses. So please, I have an open heart and an open door. I want to know how to assist and collaborate and come alongside you to have your businesses flourish and be more successful. I do want to share a little story. So I'm an English professor, full-time, I told you already at Rio Hondo. So some of the things that I love doing is sharing stories about others in life and my own personal life. So I do want to let you know that I do come from a lineage of small business owners. My great-grandfather, Pete Mirada, he owned his own Mirada, a small little store. And then my grandmother after him, so on my maternal side, my grandmother, when my mom was little, owned a small restaurant. My mother, who is a creative, talented interior designer and home decorator, she's an entrepreneur. These are the people that inspire me. You all inspire me. I know I'm a public school teacher, and I come from that world where I'm not necessarily owning a business the way you do. But that's what we all do as leaders in our roles. We all share those skill sets, and we all share the connection that we have to serving the people in our community. So my hope for us all is, as we enter this new year, that we embrace that purpose for joy, for healing, in addition to your flourishing businesses. So I often challenge myself with a mindful mindset in the new year. And so thinking about it beginning of the new year, what do many of us do? Or we've heard of, right? Set resolutions. So if you think about resolutions, sometimes, I don't know about for you, but for me, they can be often symbolic and just sort of a list of things to do or not do, or happen or not happen. And so they can often be easily broken or not done. Unless there's action and intention behind it. The goals and the values that center us to keep us grounded. That's what's so valuable. So I think often, I heard one time on a podcast, and anyone in here an archer? Has anyone ever tried archery? Okay, so a couple of us have tried. I've tried. So believe me, I'm not an expert. If I get the mechanics of this incorrect, forgive me. But I heard this and I thought it's so powerful. So if we think about an archer, as the archer creates their stance and she pulls back, right, to shoot the arrow on that bow, she breathes. She takes a moment, grounded and mindful in that moment. All of the mechanics, all of the skill set, all the muscle memory, just like any great athlete that has gotten her to that moment, are already there. Just like you all in business and in education. You all are amazing leaders already. You know and have those skill sets. Now in 2025, let's take a moment and breathe. Let's be mindful in that moment, grounding ourselves, because we know the goal. We see the target. But taking that breath and that rest and that respite in this year for hope and joy to center ourselves, to take real good care of ourselves, will get us to that goal, to hit the bullseye. That's my challenge for us all this year of 2025. So again, as leaders, whether we have titles, whether we're parents, community volunteers, we all have those same words. It's about keeping the food on the table, keeping our families safe, keeping our children off to school safely, our neighborhoods safe where we can walk our dogs, our parks, and our businesses beautiful and flourishing. So please know that I'm here for you all to support you. I may not have all the answers like you all, an expert in business, but I'm committed to serving you and creating those spaces for centering collaboration and unity and cultivation and helping to grow and to build that growth. So this is our great city. We all have great businesses and a really, really great community where we come together. So please, I leave you this last word. Only God and the universe knows the plan for the future. But I wish for you that that plan is to prosper and to have hope for a better future, to be empowered to thrive. May light and love shine upon you, and I know that I am willing and ready to serve you all. So thank you, and if you have any questions, let me know. Last thing though, I want to give a shout out to Tammy because she was the one that had me do this exercise. Go through my phone, and it was really powerful as I reflected on the amazing things that you all have entrusted me with, the deeper relationships we built in 2024. And so I thought this would be a great activity for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you feel a little more centered, a little more connected. And I want to give Tammy that shout out and have her say where you can actually send your all-time favorite photo to her because it would be helpful.
The Overflow News and the Twitter newsletter is going to be running a photo of the week and a photo of the month. So please, if you guys don't have my email by now, we'll be there. But if you do, you have to give it to you. But we want to be able to run those. So now that you have a favorite photo, send it to me. With your name and what they really know about it. Appreciate it. The mayor has given us a beautiful first one, and it was of Viola and this amazing sunset. So thank you very much. And Amy, our mayor pro tem, also sent one from that he took the Eiffel Tower. And it was so beautiful and so glittery. So she, Michelle sent us one of that she took. Yeah. The EDCO read-off truck.
And the Santa Caravan, and it was like literally the highlight. Everybody said how the trash truck was amazing. It was really cute. Great years. So you gotta go check Olive Grove to see the photo.
Now we've got a Q&A. If you have anything you'd like to ask, feel free now's the time to do so. Anything at all.
And give yourselves a hand for doing the activity. Thank you for that. Yay, no questions.
I'd like to know if anybody else went to Rio Hondo College.
Oh, yay,
There we go, Roadrunners.
Okay, we're friends.
You went to Cerritos. You went to Mount Sinai.
Oh, Ethan. Community college. Well, thank you all so much. Sure.
What would be your one focus for District 2?
The one focus for District 2?
Your top priority.
The top priorities for me, like I was saying with 3, but the top priority for sure is to ensuring that we have a lot of young families, I mean everywhere in Ramada, but to ensure that the programming that they need, that if there's anything to scale up, like Tiny Tots, and then also we have some, parks that need some refresh, like our Veterans Park, and those would be like the top things that I'm working on. And meeting residents, I want to make sure that we're connected with our county services, also to ensure that we have safe parks for our young families and for our residents. And so trying to collaborating, so that we can get services for unhoused.
2 of your commissions that you actually sat on, or organizations, were the Historic Society and also Meals on Wheels.
Yes.
Anything you'd like to say about those?
Yes.
And
So
volunteers.
yes, we always need volunteers. The Historical Society for the city is called the Historical Preservation Advisory Council. And so if you have a passion for history, please definitely put an application in to volunteer for, we lovingly call it HPAC since it's a really long name. And that's where I started in that commission. And we also give tours, HPAC gives tours of the Neck House, so the Neck Estate at Neck Park. So that's also something fun. That's every third Saturday. There's a free event, so bring people. We love having. I think me, like I'm still going to be there, but I'm always going to be, HPAC part of my heart. So that's where I started in that commission. We have other commissions, senior commission. We have our youth commission, and then we have, and those are co-advisories. And then we have planning and oh my gosh, community services and public safety. Thank you. So thank you for that. And then the second thing you asked me about HPAC and Meals on Wheels. So Meals on Wheels, I'm still a volunteer, and Meals on Wheels always needs volunteers. There's various parts of the city where we deliver food to the aging population and residents with disabilities who aren't able to get food. So we deliver this bar. So please, we're always looking for volunteers. Thank you for that. Yes.
Can you speak to any focus or priorities for the mental wellness month in the community, supporting nonprofits?
Yes, so I know that with my colleagues in council, that's something important to my heart, to supporting our nonprofits, to make sure that every resident of all abilities, and all backgrounds, get the services they need. And so working with my fellow council, definitely feel this has to be a priority. But we do have like an annual process where we look at things from time to time. So I'd love to have a conversation.
Okay, so if you'll just take a few minutes, network, talk to each other, and together we're better. Let's finish that way. And the 30th, State of the City.
State of the city, we're looking for volunteers.